Seven Deadly Sins, chapter 227, continues off of our heroes. Last time we saw them fighting the skeleton horde.
Mm-hmm.
We get Meliscula, mocking Meliodas, like, your friends can't possibly defeat your these skeletons now with your anger, which the magic is called Vengeful Carnage. And we see Gother try to attack. Well, first we see Diana get left hooked into a building by one of these skeletons.
She eats one of these skeletons like...
It's no joke. That's when they start to realize that these skeletons aren't the same weaklings as the chapter before.
Mm-hmm.
But Gother tries to hit one of them with his magical arrows. It doesn't work, and Merlin cuts them in half with her magic, and she makes the observation, these skeletons are fueled by our captain's anger.
Yeah.
They're not moving off of like their nerves or anything. These are just used by magic. And so
like your ability, so Gother's abilities aren't going to work. So
Gother's only good against like human-based, like humanoid targets.
Mm-hmm.
But then we get to see King use his True Spear Chastifold's fourth form, Sunflower, now, and this thing looks mean as hell. It looks like a Venus flytrap if you look at it weirdly.
It's a giant sunflower Venus flytrap. So it just like knocks all of as many of the
skeletons as it can.
Yeah, and then just like blows them up.
And then it shoots out the laser attack that it's always done before.
Like the next panel is just a cool like black and white explosion. It just shows like they're wrecking them, and then like all these rocks start falling, and like the rest of the very action based chapter. Rest of the skeletons are just like sitting there looking up, and then you have Pig running or Hawk running away, and you have you have Pig running away. And then you have Diane uses her
Rock Rush
to crush the rest of them that were down there.
So most of them are dead. Then we get to see Bon like try to fight back.
Yeah.
But they like pummel him into the ground.
Yeah, they're just like stabbing him and
which he then gets saved by Escanor, who took his glasses off. So now he's in full power Escanor.
Mm-hmm.
And he I don't know the exact quote that Escanor said.
Well, he's saying like he's like berating Bon because he's like, it's very shameful getting pierced and knocked around by these pitiful weaklings. And then like Bond is like, he's coughing up blood. He's like, don't go acting all calm. What the heck are you doing?
He's like, don't you be acting almighty and stuff.
Yeah,
and then it goes to a cool cut of all these skeletons jumping behind Escanor.
He's like the coolest. He's like,
and Escanor just like, I am so strong. Like, only the mighty are allowed to be this strong.
Yeah, I was like, only as acting calm and composed is a privilege of the mighty. And like, he's just ice cold.
And then the next page, we get to see him like apparently incinerate all of the skeletons that were behind him, and even Meliscula.
Yeah, she's just like, what the heck
she's
is
just
happening?
Like, yeah, Escanor is a beast, guys. Like, Escanor is like the only guy of the Sins who has been able to like really like hurt any of the commandments.
He killed Garen. He pretty much.
Yeah, he's actually the only one that has killed any of them so far. He killed Garen. He hurt Meliscula the first time.
Yeah.
He's beaten I don't remember, Meliodas' younger brother. I was going to say Rosenot for now. I know it's Rose something.
Yeah.
He almost beat him if not for Zilla just like jumping in and helping him.
Yeah.
So like so far only Escanor has been able to fight them. Mm-hmm. And I was telling Ben before, it's like Escanor is the perfect example of how to do an OP manga character right.
Yeah.
Like he's so powerful that no one has yet been able to even like fight him like at his same level.
Yeah.
But he also has like his mode where he's like really weak, weak Escanor.
Whenever he has his glasses on, he's just like kind of frail.
He's just frail, like, weak, scared form. But even and then when he's in his prideful form, he has his malice, which is what's almost made him lose a couple times.
Yeah. He's just extremely prideful. He's always looking down on his enemy.
Well, he is the lion's son of pride.
Yeah, so
I hope he's prideful.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's just the perfect example of a OP character done right. So Meliscula comes up with the idea, if all of these small skeletons aren't enough to beat them, what happens if I put all of Meliodas' power into one giant skeleton? So we see her putting the bones all together to make one form, but Merlin makes the comment, she's like, do you think that the person who was called the next Demon King's power can be condensed into this like skeleton? And just as she says that, the giant skeleton that was forming explodes.
Yeah.
So Meliscula cannot catch a break right now.
There's a giant panel that shows her face, like just jaw,
like
weird long jaw.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. She didn't have that before, but now she has that. But I guess it's to make her more terrifying. But she has that, so she's like, okay, if that doesn't work, then I'm going to possess one of the sins. And Merlin, with her ability to see magic, notices this, and she's just like,
"Yo, hold firm to your conscience." She's kind of like telling him, like, "Yo, hold firm." She's trying to possess one of us, like really quickly, but they figure that
they cut the creepiest panel cuts to Diane, like with her eyes bleeding, red shot eyes, and she makes the comment, "Can I kill them?"
Yeah.
As she's staring at the sins, at the other sins, and she's smiling like a happy smile,
like
blood dripping from the eye. It's just a
just
very, very creepy panel. But that's about where well, it doesn't end there. Sorry, it cuts to
Elaine trying to crawl out of bed. She was previously in bed, but like she's trying to crawl out. She's like, she knows exactly what's happening because like Melascula has used this power against them before, and she's like, I won't let this happen to them. This is the same thing that my brother and I had to go through, or Bon and I had to go through. Sorry.
Yeah. So she's trying to go and help, but she can't physically move. And she falls to the ground, and then a hand helps her up. And in the next shot, we see that it's Elizabeth. Elizabeth has woken up from her coma.
Yeah.
And Ben made the comment that now that she's out from her coma, like both of her eyes are now visible.
Yeah, because like they every chapter before, you always had like one of her eyes closed.
She's always had a bang covering one of her eyes, which is always the eye that had the the right eye,
the goddess eye,
the goddess eye. But now they're both seen and that's where the chapter ends with that. So I'm assuming next chapter, maybe not next for sure, but Elizabeth is going to be the one that helps save the sins from this. I'm assuming like she's going to be able to cleanse Diane of her possession.
Yeah,
and she's going to be able to save Meliodas from the darkness, and then I want to say either her or Escanor is going to one shot. Yeah. Someone is going to one shot Melascula because she's not very powerful in a fight. She always has to use her tricks like this. So
I feel like this iteration of Elizabeth is going to be like the one that's going to do all that stuff because like this Elizabeth knows how to use her powers more, her goddess powers more like completely than the other one. Because like the Elizabeth that we know, like she's only able to use it like in bursts. Where I'm sure she'll be able to like,
or like subconsciously, like she doesn't even know she can use it, but if she can just activate it. I don't even care about that. I just want to see like now that she's the Wicca, I want to see her and Meliodas like.
Oh, the teamwork.
Not even just that. I just want to see them talk about it. Like she like shows up, and Meliodas is like, "Hey, you, like you're back," and she's just like sad kind of because she knows what's gonna happen. She's just like, "Yeah, I'm back," and he's just like, "It's really good to see you." Yeah. And she's just like, how many days do I have left?
Yeah, I think maybe like after they've defeated Melascula, it's gonna be like that. But like I feel like there's gonna be like a comedic kind of thing because like they've been in love for so long.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be super serious. I think, well, at least on Meliodas, because that's how Meliodas deals with pain. Yeah, he does his whole like routine of just being funny. I don't have to take things.
Groping Elizabeth, touching her everywhere, and like I feel like this love is gonna be like kind of like no, don't touch me like that, kind of hidden away kind of thing.
That would be funny.
Maybe. I think that'd be funny. That'd be like
it's just kind of. I just thought about this. This is kind of like sad at the same time. Now that the new, like the old Elizabeth is taking over this one, where's the old Elizabeth at?
Oh,
where's like the Elizabeth he's been growing up with? Like I don't.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Like you didn't think about this, did you? I just thought about that.
Yeah,
like,
that's sad.
Is the old Elizabeth like where? Like when she takes over, like when to make things easier, I'm going to call old Elizabeth the one from 3,000 years ago, the OG, and then new Elizabeth, which is the one that we know from the story the most. Now that old Elizabeth has taken over, like is new Elizabeth just gone?
I think that's a good question to ask.
I think that's. I'm going to leave y'all with that question. Do you think she's gone? Do you think maybe she's in there subconsciously somewhere? Like, I don't know, because it's just something to think about. Maybe it'll never be brought up again. It's just. I just thought about that. I'm like, since she took over her personality, is the old one just gone? I mean, the new one just gone? But that's about it for the chapter. Not a lot. It was definitely a more action-based chapter. So
they're just figuring out Melascula's abilities.
It's definitely better to read it than listen to us talk about it. Yeah. But if you are, thank you.
Yeah.